What's up, you guys? It's your boy Orlando, and we're back again with another video where we're talking about the God box, where we're actually opening up the box and we're going inside and we're breaking down this box by compartments. And inside of this box, the God box, there are many different compartments, many different avenues and dimensions to the mind and the way the mind perceives and thinks. So today we're going to talk about why being in religion allows us to feel free as a child. So a lot of times when you're in the religion, you feel free, you feel protected. You ever seen, like I have two kids, right? And so sometimes when my kids are watching their favorite show or when they're home and they're playing, they feel free. They have no worry. You know, they just trust their parents to be able to take care of them. They trust that their father is going to play with them and play their games with them, right? So you have this belief in Superman, and you know, you can be a big kid, you can run around, you can scream, you can do, you know, my kids always doing crazy stuff like, yeah, all kind of crazy stuff, right? So you have to think about it this way. So anybody that's within the church, sometimes they have that same feeling, that euphoria, right? Because they have somebody that they can lean on, somebody that they can depend on as they kind of run free and just kind of be who they are and just, you know, be like a kid. But here's the harsh reality. No kid can stay a kid forever. Even in your faith, you're still supposed to grow up. The hard part is growing up, because then as you grow up, you don't necessarily believe in certain things anymore. You kind of evolve in a sense, right? So you know that your father's there and that your father loved you, but over time you begin to evolve in thoughts. You don't think Superman's a real person anymore. However, it's your favorite superhero because the meaning behind what Superman stood for means a lot to you. So religion is meant to be the same way. You're supposed to take your ideologies and your belief from childhood up into adulthood, or from milk onto meat, as most religious doctrine states. The hard part is going from milk to meat. Even my son, like he's a child, right? And I can use this analogy because I go through it. You know, he's hard to get him off the milk. He's not ready for me. He doesn't want to chew properly. You know, if he doesn't break down his food, he doesn't understand that if he tries to swallow it, he'll throw up. It works the same way whenever you're thinking about a religion or a doctrine. So as you're reading it, at one level, it means this. And as you evolve in thought, it's supposed to transcend or illumine your mind into a higher level of thought. It doesn't mean that your experiences back then were not real, because they were. They had meaning and value to you at that time in your life. But it does not mean that you stay there. You're supposed to go from milk to meat into a heartier meal, and you're supposed to go higher and higher in thought. That's the idea. Again, that doesn't mean right or wrong. That just means that that's just who and where you are. I'm not here to tell you that you should stop believing in your faith, or you should stop tithing, or you should stop doing all this. It's not my job. My job is to get you to think and maybe perhaps dialogue with me about some of these different things. It's very difficult for me to stand up here and say this, because I was once that person who tried to go from so many different compartments within my God box, right? Trying to evolve in thought about God, and it just kept leading me into different compartments that kind of didn't detour me too far away from my faith, but it kind of stayed in that same parameter. But once I decided to move into the next compartment, I now had more space for consciousness, for more conscious thought. I expanded my ideologies about the way God was dealing with me and the way God was dealing with man. And this is a very complex thing, but it's complex, but yet it's not. It's just difficult to swallow when you're not digesting properly. You have to be able to chew on the meat that when you're ready to receive it. If not, you're just going to keep drinking milk. You're not going to gain the proper weight. You're going to be malnutrition. And over time, I feel like this is what's happening to the church, to church people. So when they're encountered with people who have a certain level of thought and consciousness, and they're being asked these questions, they go into cognitive dissonance, or they go into this battle mode, right? When you really don't have to. To be aware or conscious doesn't mean that you have to surrender your belief in something higher than who and what you are. It does not mean that. You may expand your definition of how you're going to view that, but that doesn't mean you abandon that. And anyone that challenges you on that, you have to challenge them on where they are, because then they've encountered some sort of belief or expansion within their mind that maybe they feel that they don't want to deal with that anymore. So they're still in the box. They just haven't truly expanded yet. Because if you can expand your box and you realize that where they are has no bearing on you, has no effect on you, it's a part of who and what you are as the experience on this planet. So this has been your boy Orlando with a quick message to you guys. Remember, you're going from milk to meat. And so you're not supposed to stay where you are. You're supposed to constantly grow and evolve in thought, and you're supposed to enlighten one's mind and enlighten your consciousness and the way you perceive God. And if you don't, it's your journey. It's okay, because guess what? Your creator, God, whoever you believe in, can deal with you right where you are. Peace. Grand love to you. I'm out.